We got a zombie coming up on us. So, let's see what we got here. I got my baton out. I don't really care. I'm not using the baton in this situation. Store that, please. A wield. We want to wield my carbon fiber hunting bow. And of course, we're gonna fire that. Wait a minute. Somehow I pulled out an arrow instead of my bow. I don't know why. All right, well, whatever. Um, anyways, do 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 do. We'll get him, let him get a little bit closer. Let him get a little bit closer. There we go. And he's gonna die. So I don't need to waste another arrow on him. He's dead. We're gonna change targets. Maybe he's dead. All right. We're gonna fire, take that guy out. That zombie's still bleeding, but he's not quite down for the count. Here's what we're gonna do. Normally I would retract my baton, but since I don't have any other stuff in my police duty belt, I'm not even gonna bother because that's just extra time and effort. So we're gonna wield my baton and store my bow in my bow sling, and we'll finish this guy off. And then we'll smash him. Smash him. He's got a straw doll, and of course he has a carbon fiber hunting arrow. Because I gave it to him. As is my way with this particular character. And so, fantastic. This dude, it's unmistakable. Every single time. Every single time. I'm gonna grab this. What the fuck is that? Um, every single time I play a playthrough like this where my character's got the gun shy trait, so he can't use guns. Every damn character I come across has a gun on them. Every character. The first character, oh, like one of the first characters I killed so far since I started this playthrough, um, had like two boxes, two 50 round boxes of 40 cal and a Glock 22, which is completely insane. But I don't care because I'm just using bows specifically. I'll show you in a minute here. He's smashed. Let's see here. I started with 10 arrows. I'm already down to 6. I'm down to 6. Because they break eventually. Unfortunately. But I'm just gonna use them. I'm gonna use up all my arrows until I don't have any left. And then I'm going to have to start making arrows. Or hopefully I'll be able to find some more good ones somewhere else. You know, the only real, the majorly sad thing about it is I wish after your carbon fiber arrows get used up, like that there was something left to salvage. But From what I have discovered, it doesn't seem like that's the case. Like, once they're gone, they're gone. Which is unfortunate. Right, I actually wanted like dissect that. Smash. I'm not 100% certain I'm gonna even be able to do this right now, but we're gonna try. Wait. Yeah. There's just too many zombies around here. I can't do anything like that takes any amount of time without being swarmed. But that's fine, because, like, you know, I'm just going to annihilate them, as is my way. Actually, we're going to probably target this one instead. Oh, yeah, Raven folk. Yeah, we got to get rid of that guy. They're just way too fast. Excuse me. Whew. I had some ramen earlier. I'm still burping the ramen. All I can taste is I put a little bit of um, sesame seed oil in it, and like, oh my God, that's like all I can taste. Arius, carbon fiber hunting arrow. I always pick up the denarii. I don't know why. It's just a thing. I'm sure there's probably like some use for them. I just haven't ever really come across it. I know there is. Shh, don't tell me. I want it to be a surprise. Man, I hate the zombie dwarfs because, like, look at how close they have to get to me before I can, like, effectively attack them. Because they're so short. They're hard to hit. It's just a thing. Hey, is this guy damaged at all? No, he's not. I mean, it wouldn't kill me to get some practice with my batons, but I can't be bothered. Nice. I love it when I can take him out in one shot. I'm kind of afraid, like, I wonder if maybe the reason why I've lost some of my carbon fiber arrows is like I've shot something and it's like flown, it's hit them and then come out the other side. And there might be some carbon fiber arrows just laying around. I know how to find them though. I know how to find them. You go like this, you go look, you go to look around. Uh, Wait, no, you go this, you go to look, you go to list all items around the player, you go to filter, uh, carbon, because it should be a carbon fiber arrow. Apparently there isn't one. But like if I drop one of my carbon fiber hunting arrows, drop my carbon fiber hunting arrows, and then go look, list all items around player, carbon fiber arrows, boom. All right. I could have sworn Quiver, carbon fiber hunting arrows. Okay, it just automatically puts them there. All right, fantastic. Got a bunch of super glue. I got some of these feathers, which is actually pretty good because like I'm gonna probably at some point need to make my own arrows. Because eventually these ones are gonna not be good anymore. Like they're just gonna get used up. I haven't been really paying attention. I probably should. Right. Anything? No. Just smash that. Excellent. And so like you see all this weird yellow stuff all around everywhere. That's blood from bugs. That's bug goo. Bug goo mixed with all the blood of all the zombies I've smashed. Speaking of smashing zombies, I still have a lot more I need to smash. Zombie lizard folk. Just one more. Wallet. Just another one. I keep hoping. Yeah, see more like armor or ammo and stuff. What the fuck is that? Havama. I'm guessing that's like some kind of ooh, a first aid kit. Yeah, service handgun, blah blah blah. I'm guessing this is some kind of holy book, maybe. I don't know. The first aid kit might be nice though. Um, Here's what we'll do. We'll move the first aid kit like here's the first aid kit. A messenger bag with a chef's knife in it. One of these guys had a first aid kit though. Where the heck is it? All I'm seeing is a bunch of like rings and jewelry and stuff, but I'm not seeing that first aid kit. Who has it? Dang it. Welcome. Welcome. Yeah, I'm playing on Magicalism. I really like Magicalism. Um, right now, I'm just running around. I'm playing as a bowman or a bow hunter. I did the bow hunter start. Here, hang on. I'll just show you the real quick like what's going on. So I gave myself good memory, which means I learn things a little tiny bit slower, but I retain information longer. So I'll have less information decay. Um, Fast learner, so I will learn faster, which kind of mitigates some of this. Just because I really like characters that learn fast, because I think learning things in the game is like more important than practically anything else. Just being able to learn quickly so I can get skills up faster and all that stuff. Fleet-footed, so I can move faster. Indefatigable, so I can move faster for longer. Quick, so I can move faster for longer and also do things faster. So like pull things out of my backpack and whatnot. Um, But since I am focusing on being a bowman, I am gun shy, so I cannot use guns. I took lightweight, nearsighted, so I have to have glasses. Pyromaniac, so I need to light things on fire every once in a while, which I like to do anyway, so it's like no problem. Um, I can learn spells technically if I find a spell book, but because I'm trying to fight with bows specifically for all of my ranged use, school deficiency evocation, which I can't use any evocation spells, which are all going to be my long range spells. So I very specifically hampered myself from being able to use any other kind of ranged attacks other than using a bow or a throwing weapon. So like a sling would also work. I'm sleepy, so my character needs to sleep more often, which isn't really that big of a deal because there's a lot of times when you just want your character to sleep anyway, and then weak stomach because whatever. I'll eat. I'll make sure my character is eating good. I have no problem with that. So all of my proficiencies, um, Archer's form, I start with that because I took the Archer start. I have bird biology because I've already like killed quite a few raven men or like raven men zombies and then dissected them, which allowed me to gain a knowledge of bird biology, which is kind of crazy. Voyeury, I started with that. Driving, I started with that. Food preparation, I started with that. Gross anatomy, I started with that. Knife familiarity, I started with that. Principles of butchering, I started with that. That's all from the bow hunter start. Principles of near human biology, that is also, along with bird biology, um, from killing a lot of like not quite human zombies. So like dwarf zombies, elf zombies, raven men zombies, etc., etc. And then also like because I've dissected some of them, principles of skinning, I started with that. Ungulate anatomy, I started with that. Archer's form expert, I'm at 11%, and let me tell you, that requires quite a few kills with a bow. I'm already kind of there. I started this off stream because I wasn't sure if I wanted to stream anymore, but this is what I'm doing. Oh yeah, yeah, I'm definitely going bow. I have many, many times started a very basic character and then gone from the ground up, like started off with the crappiest bow you can possibly make with fabrication, and then worked my way up from there. I wasn't about that life this time. This time I was just like, I am going to start with a compound bow because screw all that. This is what I want to do, and we're going to focus on it super hard. And so I was just talking to myself, as I often do, because I'm crazy, um, about the fact that like I started with 10 carbon fiber arrows, right? I started with 10, and now I'm down to the one I have in my or currently knocked in my bow, and then I have 5 left. So I'm down to 6. I've lost 4 somehow, and I'm not 100% sure how I have lost them. But yeah, that's where we're at. That's where we're at. We're a bowman. Yes or yes, oh yes indeed. Smash this corpse. All right. I kind of like this, so like when you're pulping the corpse, if you've got stuff on you that will help pulp the corpse faster, you'll just automatically do it whether you're wielding it or not. Um, so so I smashed it with my heavy duty flashlight, apparently. Some powerful stomps and my trusty hunting knife, I guess, which is fine. One of these guys has a first aid kit on him, and I really want that first aid kit. Okay, this guy's got it, except that I think when I go to this, I think it's inside of the hiking backpack. So we're going to transfer the hiking backpack there. Yes, it's in the hiking backpack. All right. I'm going to do this. This is what I'm going to do. Compound hunting bow, wield, store and bow sling. Oh, okay. Right on, right on, right on. I just wanted to move it out here anyway because I'm probably going to want that backpack because it's in really good shape. The hiking backpack's one of the better ones, and I'm gonna empty it, or I'm just gonna pick it up and I'm gonna empty it out. I'm gonna wield it. All right, wield hiking backpack. All right, groovy. Inventory, hiking backpack. We're gonna unload it, drop the hiking backpack, and then we're gonna wield the we're gonna wield the first aid kit. There we go. Now I got the first aid kit. Um, the other thing I can do is unload the first aid kit, drop the first aid kit box. Read that real quick. Read until you gain a level current. Okay. I already know everything there is to know inside the first aid kit instruction booklet. Because that only will bring you to 1 in health, but I already have 1 skill in healthcare. I'll be right back, just a second. Bear with me, and I shall return. All right, I'm back. I mean, like, I do plan on focusing on some kind of melee. Like, I'm probably going to use bashing weapons more often. That's why I have this. I picked up this baton. It's just as far as ranged weapons go, I'm going to stick to bows mostly, although also probably thrown weapons. I mean, I could even make some javelins, throw javelins, or I could make a sling and throw slings or a slingshot. Slingshot still uses bow, or bow skill. I believe crossbows still works, and oddly enough, crossbows use the rifle skill. So what all do I have here? I've got medical gauze, bandages. I've got a lot of caffeinated chewing gum. Um, What do I have? More medical gauzes, bandages, paramedical gloves, and a tourniquets. I guess I could just try to put as much stuff back into the individual patrol officer kit. Um, Insert adhesive bandages. I don't think I can put any more of the gauze in just yet. Hit some bandages. Looks like. Oh well. I don't need that ammo. Did I pick up a bunch of ammo? I did. We're dropping that. I don't need any of that because I can't use it. Unless I get a follower and then I guess I could use it, but medical scissors are kind of not really necessary. I haven't really found a lot of use for saline solutions, so we're gonna drop that. International approaches to securing radioactive sources against terrorism. I don't really need that. We don't need this. We don't need this. Yeah, see, look at an ammo box of 100 rounds and an ammo box of 50, plus just 46 loose rounds and 9 loose rounds. Like, I find so much ammunition and so many guns when I don't go for guns, quite specifically. It's kind of funny, honestly. All right, good. I unloaded some of my stuff. I was just carrying around way, way, way too much stuff. I want to look at this real quick. What is this? Thematic adventure board game designed for solo play. It's based on Jules Verne's classic novel 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. Okay. I think you can use it to like entertain for your character to entertain himself. I already have like I have a smartphone and I have a e-ink tablet PC, so I could play games on those if that's really what I even want to do. Currently, I've got an MP3 player on because like that's kind of a permanent thing for my character is to have an MP3 player on at all times. It helps with a lot of things. All right, let's try this again. I really wish I could find a scalpel, because that would make this a little bit quicker, but hunting knife works too. If something gets close to me, it'll stop me. All right, I did it. I finished dissecting the corpse, and now I should have, okay, hang on. Now I should have a little bit more knowledge of canine. Um, okay, I maxed out my principles of zombie biology. And 79% canine anatomy. Excellent. Excellent. One more like that, and I'll actually know everything there is to know about canine anatomy, apparently. Oh, ooh, another denarius. Gotta get that. Gotta get that. Gotta collect them. Add them to my collection. I don't know if it's really all that important, but it's important to me for no reason at all. Anyways, I got some zombies coming. Okay, that's great. What is this guy doing? Oh, is that a crawling one? Zombie goblin. Ugh, I hate those guys. Those guys suck. I really. Oh, he's gonna go kill himself in the fire, isn't he? He is. Yeah, this building's on fire down here. That's the only reason why I'm not encountering a whole lot more zombies, because there's already a bunch of them that are dead because of this burning building over here. I did not light that building on fire, although frequently I have. Frequently I have lit buildings on fire. Just for that exact purpose. Anyways. Right, here it is. Our moment of truth. Oh, will the zombie get me? See, I'm not entirely worried about this. Really, it's all just about time management, you know? Alright. I won't always be able to one-shot them, but while I can. But while I can, I shall. Especially once I have to start making my own arrows, because chances are I'm not going to have anything as good as a carbon fiber arrow. Unless I get really super lucky and I find some in like a mansion. Although, although, I have to mention. Well, we'll mention it as soon as I'm done killing this guy. Wow, I one-shotted that firefighter zombie even. That's excellent. That's excellent. Oh, we're getting good. Alright, carbon fiber hunting arrow. Ooh, excuse me. The other carbon fiber hunting arrow. Right, I would like to smash some more of these zombies. Just to make sure they don't get back up again. Although, like, when they do, they'll only be at like 1 or 2 HP. I'll probably be able to come back here the next day after all of these corpses are done burning and everything. And like whatever hasn't turned to ash, I will be able to I'll probably be able to just one-shot him with my baton. Good chance of that. Good chance of that. Also, I should probably dissect some of those insect corpses. Even though I smashed them already, you can still kind of dissect them and get a little information from them. Which is probably a really good idea. But anyways, you can see my path of destruction here. If I zoom out. Quite the delightful little path of destruction all the way back to the evac shelter. I just did the basic start. I started in the evac shelter. There's a little buddy back there. He wants me to find him a holy symbol. And I found this Dharma chakra necklace. And I'm not sure if that counts or not, but we're gonna see if it does. That's the plan. We're gonna give our buddy a Dharma chakra necklace and see if he likes it. Or she, I don't know. I don't know if it's a lady or a guy. I didn't really pay attention. Doesn't matter. Completely irrelevant in this situation. Alright, so we're gonna converse. Talk to Phyllis Hune. That sounds like a lady's name. Yep, here it is. Okay. Any luck? Please find me a holy symbol. Any of them will do. Okay, it counts. Yep, here it is. Thank heavens, and I have more I'd like you to do. Glad to help. I need no payment. How about some items as payment? Maybe you can teach me something as payment. What can I teach you? Ooh. Uh, they want me to actually give them money to teach me things? What? Madness. Burn care. Physiology. Principles of chemistry. Human autopsies. Increasing my wound care, or yeah, my wound care would be the worst thing in the world. Probably. Yeah. Yeah, let's do that. Proficiency wound care. Sounds good. You gained some training in wound care. Hey, I like that. Wound care. Oh, I gained a whole 11% in wound care. Wow. They're so good at doing things. Let's have a conversation with them. Talk to them again. Can I do anything for you? Want to travel with me? Why should I travel with you? You can keep me safe. I have an 82% chance of success with that one. You got it. I'm with you. Awesome. I'd like to know a bit more about your abilities. Okay, what are they capable of? They've got burn care, driving, food preparation, human autopsies for some reason. They must have been, damn, good memory, hollow bones, large town. They're a raven folk. It says human, or it says female. Yeah, they're a raven folk. Extremely perceptive, feathers, fleet-footed, indefatigable, mana regeneration, masochist, scout, skilled liar, hoarder, nomad, ugly, thought and memory. Thought and memory. Thought and memory. In the ruins of the old world, you're sure there are plenty of new places to go and new things to find. This trait is an intrinsic part of you now. Purifier won't be able to remove it. Huh. Weird. Uh, it looks like they're good at devices. They're decent at healthcare, which I like. Decent at applied science. Yeah, I would say they were like a crime scene investigator. They're a bird who was a crime scene a bird person who was a crime scene investigator. That's crazy. Talk about how we'll work together. Okay. Will use ranged weapons. Will complain about wounds and needs. Will only use silenced ranged weapons. Will avoid shooting if allies are in line of fire. Will smash nearby zombie corpses. I would prefer they don't do this. Close doors after passing through. Eh. Follow you closely even when threatened. move freely as needed. Um, okay, will not try to unlock doors. Will unlock doors to open them. Follow normal engagement rules. Will not engage enemies if avoidable. Will move freely to attack enemies. Will not investigate noises. Will follow you at about 4 paces. Won't fight unless their life depends on it. Will attack enemies that get too close. Will attack only enemies that you attack first. I kind of like that. Will aim when it's convenient. Will not bother to aim at all. Will take time and aim carefully. Will only shoot after taking a long time to aim. Take time to aim carefully. Alright, I like that. That's all good. They are with me now. They are my friend. I wonder if there's anything else they want me to do. I'd like to know a bit more about your abilities. There's something I want you to do. I just wanted to talk for a bit about your history. Let's just chit chat for a while. Can I do anything for you? I have a job for you. Do you want to hear about it? Tell me about it. As the world seems to abandon the reality that we once knew, it becomes plausible that the old superstitions that were cast aside may have had some truth to them. Please go and find me a religious relic. I doubt it will be of much use, but I've got to hope in something. I'll do it. May I wish you the best of luck. May whatever God you please guide you on your path. Not a problem. Okay. All right. Okay, so, oh, welcome, Engels. Welcome. It's good to see you, man. Um, I just decided I wanted to stream today. I started playing this a couple days ago again just to see, and I'm having a good time, so I figured I might as well stream it or whatever, even though it's been a long time. I'm not sure if it's going to be a regular thing or get again or not, but you know, it is what it is. So I've got binoculars now, which is pretty great. So now I can see a whole lot more of the town and things that are going on around me. A large building. It just says large building. I don't even know what kind of building. And then this is just a building. Again, does not say sewage treatment plant. Okay. So we have to assume that's probably just part of the sewage treatment plant then. And then another building. It just says building. Doesn't say what kind of building. A house, a house, a radio tower. I need to go to that radio tower at some point. What is the? Okay, this is where we're at right now. Is the evac shelter here? What is it? Is this a swamp or is this like just a meadow? A meadow. Wind turbines. Those will probably help me get some vision of what's going on around. But okay, so the main thing I want to do is I want to go up here to this hunting lodge and see. I mean, chances are it'll probably just be guns, but there might be potentially, if I'm really, really lucky, a some more arrows. So now we're just jamming. You know what? I could probably turn my MP3 player off because I'm not like all sad right now. Yeah, we're gonna turn off the music. Um, I had to have that on because, or for a while there because I had killed a zombie child, and so my mood was really tanked. I have also noticed they really fixed some of the problem with focus. You used to lose focus really, really fast, and it took forever for it to get back, even if you were in like perfectly good condition, which was really, really annoying. But like I lost some focus fighting constantly for a while there, but it's kind of gone back up for the most part, just by eating, listening to music, doing things that made my character happy for a while. And so yeah, here we are. We're at the place that we wanted to go. A deflated 27-inch off-road bicycle wheel. Oh, excellent. It's open right away. We're gonna go on in and we're gonna see if I can find some arrows maybe, because that'd be really cool. Bottle opener, butter knife, corkscrew fork, kitty bowl, kitty spoon, paring knife, blah blah blah. This is locked. This area over here is probably where they keep all of the guns. So it'd be really good if I could figure out how to get in here. Galvanized steel door forged to withstand punishment and impede anyone or anything. Typically used in conjunction with automated electric locking mechanisms that require an external source to unlock. I might even have to just bash my way through the wall somehow, if I could figure that whole thing out. If I like find a mine, I might be able to find like a pickaxe and just pickaxe my way through the wall. The only thing is I don't know if it's going to be worth it or not because, oh, cool. We're going to open that up. And just for the hell of it, we're going to make some food. Mwahaha. Bird food. Honey sandwich, jam sandwich, peanut butter and honey sandwich, peanut and jam sandwich, or just peanut butter sandwich. We're going to make a peanut butter and jam sandwich, I think. Actually, no, we're going to make a peanut butter and honey sandwich. Hell yeah. We're going to eat that right now, because that would be great. A lot of calories, and it's going to give me much joy. Boom. All right, cool. You know what? I might as well make some more. Oh, that's all I had. Because I think there was only 3 pieces of bread. Look at how many different types of food I can make, even though I like barely know how to make anything. That's so crazy. There's so many items in this game. It's insane. I'm always amazed. I'm always amazed. Peanut butter honey time. The zombie child debuff. Yeah, it's so annoying, man. It's so annoying. I mean, I guess what you can do is you can just slaughter like tons and tons of them, and eventually your character just gets like whatever about it. They become like indifferent, but it takes a while, which I think is just it's just irritating. I mean, of course, I've found all of the ways around that. You know that. Just lighting something on fire, and if the zombie child that's already almost dead just happens to step in the fire and dies, oh no. Well, I mean, it's not my fault directly, so why does it matter? Like, that's how it works. What I miss, though, is it used to be. It used to be that you could make a zombie child bleed, and then them bleeding out would be enough. Mastering Apex programming. Dainty dishes. Okay, there's shitloads of books over here. The Code of the Buccaneer, the Master and Margarita adventure novel. King James Bible. I wonder if the King James Bible counts for New American Bible. You can at home. The Lazy Mage's How-To Guide. Fletcher's Friend. Way of Archery. A 1637 Chinese military something something. Oh my goodness. These are things I am going to want. Most definitely. Right on the Range, Master, and Marker K. The Lazy Mage's How-To Guide. We gotta look at that. And then we also need, okay, let's see. I'm gonna grab this King James Bible and see what this person says. Like, will that work? Okay, it has to be like it has to be a relic, like specifically, which is a totally different thing, I guess. I don't want to carry around a heavy old Bible. I'm curious what this is. The Havamal. An English translation of several Old Norse poems. Okay, all right. I was unaware. I was unaware, and now I know. Um, let's see here. I have a couple other things I need to look at. The Richford Urban Explorers map. All right, we got that sorted out. We could drop that now. Let's take a look at this. Like, so I can't use evocation spells, but no reason not to learn some kind of utility spells if I have the ability. What do we got here? Sorcerer's Hand. Pull a target or set of items to you. I mean, I guess Fire Spark summons a small electric spark that doesn't harm anything. You can use it to ignite something flammable. Ooh. It's a Storm Shaper spell. Turning of the Earth. Ask the Earth spirits to prepare the Earth for growth and planting. Ooh. And summon Floating Disc. Oh my goodness. That is so useful. I can't even stand it. Floating Disc is like probably the most useful, like general spell you can have. It's basically like having a free shopping cart that you don't ever have to worry about repairing or getting stuck anywhere. That's awesome. This looks good too. Just for later. Knowing the day and the hour is like one of the most useless of all spells. Okay, difficulty 2, difficulty 1, difficulty 0 for Fire Spark. Learning the spell will make you a Storm Shaper, and it will lock me out of Kelvinist. That's fine. That's fine. Your powers grant you some immunity from electricity and increases with your skills. Ooh. Continue, yes. Why not? So now I can like light things on fire without fire. All right, let's see. Raincoat, windbreaker. Black leather jacket. I do like finding leather jackets because ooh, ibuprofen. Don't mind if I do. Actually, I'm gonna take one of those. I think I'm actually kind of in pain a little bit. Oh, no, I'm not. I'm not in pain anymore. Okay, excellent. All right, I'm happy that there's nobody home because, like, I didn't really want to fight any zombies up here. I just kind of wanted to, like, come here. I'm gonna see if I can just leave my buddy here, too, because, like, I don't really... Man. Comprehensive history of botanical... I'm gonna just go ahead and guess that says botanical enchantments. Out of the holler to the home, something else. So what clothing? Always a good one. Can steal our instructions. Bunch of Bibles. Fletcher's Friend and the Way of Archery, a 1637 Chinese military treatise, I'm guessing, will be helpful, I think. If it's not just purely about archery, in which case chances of it actually being helpful for me is kind of low. What is a transistor will help me with electronics? Not that I really expect to be using that much. But you never know. All right. What do we got here? We got band t-shirt, banana, or bandana, banana. A banana bandana. It's a banana bandana. What the fuck is this shit? Oh, treetops. Treetops. All right, so we got tons of clothing. I'm going to sort through that later. I noticed there was a Cthulhu for President t-shirt. I'm just going to say this right now. Cthulhu 2028. Can we have that? I would so vote for that right now. 1000%. 1000%. He could just have a random Migo as his like vice president. It really wouldn't be any worse than we've got right now. It really, really wouldn't. All right, let's see here. Ooh, close that. What's this thing? A chest freezer, except that it's empty, I think. Tramadol, and I don't really need that. Yeah, oh, that's unfortunate. I thought for sure there was going to be like something interesting here, but unfortunately, I was incorrect. There might be something downstairs. You have to like, from what I remember, I lost my buddy. Where did my buddy go? Did they stay upstairs? I seem to have lost them. They did. They must like it here. They're wearing some chainmail. Like, that's so crazy. They're so lucky to have chainmail. Wish I had some chainmail. I mean, I will when they die, but... Which they probably will at some point. Okay. The store is locked, you could pry it open with the right tool. Oh boy, I don't know. Uh, no, I don't want to step in the restroom. So at some point, I'm gonna want to get through this door. I don't have any lock picks. I'd probably have to make some. I don't know why my friend here they're up here, but they don't want to come downstairs. What is the issue with that? Is that like a glitch? That they won't come down the stairs with me? They'll go up the stairs, but they won't come back down again? I guess that's okay. They can stay up there. I'll come back and talk to them at some point in time. I just kind of like they have decent devices skill, and I was gonna see if I could get them to pick that lock for me somehow. But whatever, that's fine. I can just leave them here. I don't care. It really doesn't matter. Because I know, like, if I can get downstairs, there's gonna be stuff down there. Oh yeah, cool. Because I went upstairs and I looked around and I looked out some of the windows, I have binoculars. Now I was able to see way the hell out here. What do we got? We got a shooting range. Ooh, neat. You know, I can't use guns, but I bet my buddy can. A magic meadow. Swamp. What do we got over here? A large building. If I had to guess, I would say it's probably like a light industrial or something. And a building. It's just funny that it just says a building. It doesn't say what kind of building it is. A city building. I'm guessing I have to actually get closer to be able to identify exactly what kind of building they are. Which is cool. That totally makes sense that it would be that way. Well, anyways, just so as not to burn myself out, I think I'm just gonna call it for now. Um, it's cool being back again. I'll try to stream more. I can't make any promises. Engels, you know me. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing from one day to the next. I'll figure it out. But uh, but it's been fun. Nice having a chat with you. Things have been going fairly well for me lately. I mean, I guess I can't really complain. Oh, interesting. You might find this interesting. I'm seriously considering going back to the university, and getting a big boy degree. I'm just getting really sick of being a, run-of-the-mill blue collar worker. I just don't want to do that for the rest of my life. I've been working in a factory making bullets for 15 years, and I really don't see myself doing that for another 15 years without going insane. So, um, I'm gonna go back I'm gonna be a philosophy major, actually. I'm gonna major in philosophy. I don't know what my minor is gonna be. I'll figure it out. But I plan on I don't just want to go back for my general degree though. I want to get my graduates and then go from there. See how far I can go depending on how things pan out. I've already started I downloaded Duolingo and I started teaching myself Spanish. Me and my girlfriend both. I've got her doing it too. Um, because like one of the part of the degree, I looked up like the requirements are for the degree, and I need to at least be fluent in one other language, or proficient to a healthy degree. So we'll see how long that takes. I if I can't start, cool. Um, we'll talk later. Maybe I can add you. I'm actually like, if you're not already paying for it, I'm paying for the family plan, and I still have room for like one or two more people. Um, because it's only like $100 a year or something like that for like 5 people, which is kind of ridiculous. Uh, yeah, I seen some of the lists for possible languages, and it's not just like there's Spanish and like a whole lot of other languages, but then they also had High Valerian, which I do believe is from George Martin's book series from Game of Thrones and shit. And then also Klingon was a possible language. Yeah, exactly. I thought that was pretty funny when I seen that, but no, 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 no. Spanish makes the most sense. It's fun. I'm really enjoying it. I'm hoping, maybe learning other languages besides, but we'll see. Anyways, like so, the main thing is I'm planning on just going back to or just going to state university. But I still I'm in the laying the groundwork. I'm in the planning phase. Just trying to figure out exactly what I need to do. It probably is going to involve me quitting my job at some point and living off my savings for an indeterminate amount of time. And that's got me feeling a little sketchy, but it's something I feel like I really need to do, and it's just a direction I've decided to go in my life. And I'm actually, for the first time in a long time since I made that decision, um, it's made me feel better. Like I feel like I have purpose now, if that makes any sense. Like this is what I want to do. And whatever I do after that, like whatever I go for my master's or PhD or however far I can go, um, the sky's the limit. I was thinking even like if I can just get my undergrad, maybe even start looking at universities out of the country, like maybe Germany has been suggested to me. But anywhere, like anywhere, just so I can live my life and gain the knowledge and things that I want to know, learn about the things I want to learn, and maybe actually eventually do something in my life that I actually want to do instead of just living to live. But that's the plan. Anyways, thanks for hanging out with me. This has been real. We'll try to make it again. I said I will try to make it a regular thing again if I can. Um, Play some good old Kata, whatever. Um, but yeah. Oh, take it easy. It's too bad. It's too bad Paul's not around. I'm sure otherwise he would probably show up too, cause he really likes it when I play this game. But yeah, we'll talk to you later, man. Take it easy. Anybody else who's hanging out, thanks for stopping in. Um, this is my game, and I like to keep it real. But anyways, take care, everybody. Bye.